Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, so I am doing another video here today, and I came across this video from the very proud people of TMOA. All right, and as we know, with this group Tmoa and the Tmoans, they're very proud of their spiritual leader Mubarak Galloni, and all the things that he did for them and help accomplish inside of his lifetime. So I typically, in my time in Tmoa, I may have watched half a lecture, if that. And his English was always very bad. So I had mentioned previously to Tmoa that if they're going to upload videos of Jelani, then they would have to include subtitles for him because he doesn't speak very well. And so some people thought this was offensive and just wrong to say. But Tmoa, they took heed to my advice and they started having subtitles to everything he said. Because if Jaffer didn't tell me what he was saying, listen, it wasn't gonna work out well for me. So we're gonna watch this video. This is The World is a Test and a Trial, lecture by Sheikh Sayyid Mubarak Ali Shah Galloni. Tmoa.
People of Allah, Allah wale, we on our own voluntarily adopt poverty. We don't need all those things.
We adopt poverty. I okay. So this is something very common for this particular cult group. Is their leader will say one thing and do the complete opposite, right? So on one hand, they don't need money and they adopt poverty. They don't need all these things. But the leader had like 7, 8 houses, right? Multiple different properties, properties in America, Canada, and Pakistan. Multiple houses, vacation homes, jewelry, gold bars, the leader loved worldly things, right? And the worldly thing that he loved the most definitely was food. So he was very attached to the world. This idea that Muslims have, or not Muslims, but this idea that the Sufis have, and the people try to portray, of like, if you have less in this world, it's like, it's better for you, or like you're like cursed if you have money, or it's bad to have money. No, plenty of the Sahaba had money. They had plenty of money. Like Uthman ibn Affan, we all know the story of the Jew who owned the well, and the Jew sold half the well to Uthman for a small fortune, right? A small fortune. He sold the well to Uthman. Uthman purchased that well by himself. It's not like all the Sahaba came together and pulled money together so that they can afford the well. No. Uthman, he purchased the well by himself with his own money. And that's what happened. So you could have money, and it's not gonna make you this terrible person. It makes you more of who you are, and money can be done for good things and for bad things. And I think this is a common misconception. I was at a Jum'ah maybe like 2 months ago. It was in DC, and the Imam was talking about a story from Ibn Majah. Right? And Ibn Majah was a judge at the time, and so judges were paid very handsomely, back in those times, for being a judge in Islam. And so he was riding a camel, and he ran across this homeless Jew, right? This homeless Jewish man, right? Saw him. He saw Ibn Majah, and he saw him on this camel, dressed nicely. He had a beautiful sword, and dressed to the T, beautiful clothes, right? And the Jew said to him, "How is it that I heard your prophet say, your prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I heard him say that for you who's a believer in him, then this world is like a prison, and to me it's supposed to be like a paradise. So how is it that how is it that you're living all great and I'm poor and homeless?" And Ibn Majah said to him, "Listen, compared to where you're likely gonna go, this is heaven for you. Compared to where I'm likely gonna go, this is hell for you. All right." So you have to be very very clear. Having money is not a sin in Islam. And I don't know, this whole don't need things or don't want things. This is Hinduism. This is Buddhism. This is leaving worldly possessions behind. This is all from other religions that aren't Islam. So you can have money and be Muslim. It's totally fine. All right. Mosques have to get built. People need to be fed. You give like sedekah. Like all that has to happen because you have money. Like if you like, I was reading. If you are so poor, you're excused from giving like sedekah because you can't afford it. So people have this misconstrued. Anyway, as it edited.
Rasulullah preferred. I mean, we are strangers in this world and we're travelers. We don't need many things. We don't need to build up things and mansions and, decorate our homes and...
All things, chat, that he did. He built up things. He has mansions in Pakistan. He got houses. He has decorations right there behind him. The chair, the photo. It wasn't like he was living or had like the like minimalist style decorations going on inside of his establishments.
No, you're travelers. I told you last time. Thing which you should know and believe in it and follow it. That this word is test and try, right? Do you remember I told you last time? I'm not going to repeat this again.
You just repeated it again. You will repeat it again. You don't have much to say. Also, Tmoa, people. I understand his lectures, discourses, whatever you want to call them, can be very boring. But I promise you, having Ibi Khaba or whoever is singing in the background sing is making it worse. I don't want to hear his voice on repeat in the background. He doesn't need a beat to freaking do spoken word on. Stop it. All right, he's not a rapper or spoken word or freaking battle rap. Just have him just do straight up just use his voice. I don't want to hear a background audio of the ING groups. Stop it.
And this is for all the people. This word is test and trial, and this word is not more than a wink of an eye according to your eternal life. A moment, a momna never die. They are given mouth. Mouth means transference from one place to another place. Mouth means meeting of a friend with a friend. Mouth means, Rasulullah said, mouth is, a gift for a moment. Mouth is gift for a moment.
A Mormon?
And a punishment for kafir. Do you know in Holy Quran, nowhere Allah used word mouth for the non-Muslim? Do you know that? No. The word which is used for a non-believer is halaka, destruction, death, annihilation, damarna. Death means total annihilation, no moment dies. We are transferred from this world into the next. You understand? This word is a test and trial.
Okay, all right. Listen. I'm gonna put this on double speed, okay? Because like it's so slow, it's draining. But let me just say this real quick, right? In all seriousness, Jelani really seems to be that person, right? He seems to be that person where it's like they like learn the introductory to a topic, right? Like let's say someone was going to study like culinary arts, right? Okay, and they learn how to cut an onion, right? Okay, and they cut an onion like one way, like it's just like they do a slice, not even a dice or a julienne or a mirepoix. It's just a straight, just regular like onion, right? Okay, and they do that, right? They know how to slice onion. Right? They can go right. And then they talk about it as if they are the most knowledgeable expertise studied for 25 plus years on this topic. That's who Yulani is. Like this is how you know he's a fraud because this man speaks as if like he is the most knowledgeable. Like he's about to impart such wisdom on you. You can tell he had no idea what he's talking about. Like he's just saying things. Like he's this man read the first article like
you remember last time I told you all that? Do you remember? Okay, I don't need to repeat that, am I right? Okay, that is.
Stop. Pause. So obviously he's speaking to his followers, the Tmoans, on Skype, because most of the discourses were handled on Skype. Because Galloni refused to come back to America. He claims he was on the no-fly list, but he refused to come back to America for whatever reason. And most of his courses were on Skype. So you hear the random bots in the background saying yes, G Abuji, nah, whatever the hell. And and they don't know what he's talking about at all. They're just agreeing with it. I'm sure there's probably like folks in a room staring at a giant projector screen, and there's and there's K2 standing up somewhere getting ready to shoot somebody if they tell someone, yo, I don't know what he's saying to him.
The basic fundamental instruction of the Apostle Mubarik Galloni is you must accept the destiny. You must accept the destiny as you declare your kalma in you, but willingly, without complaining to the people. Don't run to people, because destiny, good or bad, it's sent to you to test and try your commitment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah ta'ala has written in your book of destiny what has to reach you or what has to cause you problem and what you have to reach you in a good or other way. It's written. Allah says in the Quran that if you get some bounty from Allah, you must know it is already written in the book so that you may not become proud. So that you know it is already written in the book, I'm getting it. And therefore, if you are struck by calamity, disaster, it is written in the book before you're born, so you should know it was already written. So it is not an accident. Therefore, you should not.
Alright, so for people who may see this video who aren't familiar, this guy right here, this character, he would tell his followers, his talibs and talibas, that he had access to that book. That said book. The book is, I believe, called the Lahi Mahfuz. And he apparently, when he would go and visit paradise on vacation, when he would go there, he would go and read from the book, and he would have the names for all the kids for all of his followers. All right. So if you were a follower of this guy, he would tell you that, hey, I read this book here and when I was in paradise, and I can tell you the name of your kids. Or if you want your name of your kids, I can go get it for you. But like, so the thing is, right? What purpose would it serve if you were Tmoan? If the names, because everything in life is predetermined, you're Muslim, you believe that. What purpose would it serve for that to be a thing if you guys go say, hey, cult leader guy, I mean our beloved Morsha Khamil, can you go to paradise and get a name for our kids? He wouldn't need to do that. The name you give him would just be determined by Allah, because it's already written down. But whatever.
Grieve over it, weep over it, accept it willingly, and say, what you have to say when calamity befalls you? What do you have to say? And what happened then? Then Allah's mercy and rahmah and blessing fall on the person. You understand? So you must become like a solid rock. Nothing should be, no worldly disaster, no worldly temptation should be able to shake you from stay firm.
No worldly temptation should be able to shake you. Woo! Listen. Whenever he saw a light-skinned 12 to 17-year-old girl, that entire foundation was gone. All right, he's if you were light-skinned between the ages of 12 and 17, but he was out here looking like Birdman, like, got one for me, bro. All right, Whenever he saw some elite food, all right, because he used to have people come overseas, black Americans come overseas and make him some fried chicken. He saw that. Listen, his foundation was shook. Okay, so he didn't live by his own rules, clearly. So yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna end the video here. May Allah bless our love more shit for the guidance that He has given us. Stay firm. MMLF. Oh, for people who don't know, this is May my Morshid live forever. They believe that he's still alive, and they call upon him for guidance and stuff. And he's supposed to be coming back to stop R2F, the group that we have here. Yeah, it hasn't really happened. So if he wants to come back, please by all means come and do your thing. It's not gonna work much, but hey, listen, you should like try. I guess I don't know. Assalamu alaikum.